Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. In a stunning turn of events, it is raining in England. Today we are back in the Barclays Premier League, where we are taking on Premier League opposition today. I think, I don't even know who we're playing, but anyway, we've got to beat them because we're good enough. So today we're going to go and do a Google Autofill video again. We had a great time doing that before. Stan is here. Say hi, Stan.
Hello.
And you might not have heard him. Anyway, I promise he's here. I didn't make him up. He's not like a figment of my imagination or something. Scott McBeanie is our referee. Always an exciting development. We're going to try to get a win here. We really need one, and because we're currently just outside of the so-called relegation zone, the bottom three teams do not get to play in the Barclays Premier League next year, which would be a financial disaster for our club, as well as disheartening for all of our many supporters. So we got our best boys out there today. We're going to try hard to get a win. Today I'm going to answer all of the questions that begin, what's the point of, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. All right, let's get right to it. Stan?
What's the point of aftershave?
What's the point of aftershave? As someone who doesn't use aftershave, that seems to me like a completely legitimate question. I have no idea. Leroy Williamson, you're better than that. I have no idea what the point of aftershave is. I think that it's supposed to make the face feel better after a shave, feel softer or whatever. But that has not been my experience. I think that it's just a waste of $2. Next.
What's the point of blogging?
What's the point of blogging? I mean, that's a legitimate question. Oh, Ball John Green. He's so strong, but he can't finish. What's the point of blogging? Well, I mean, it's a way, well, what's the point of any kind of communication, right? It's basically, ultimately, it's a way to communicate with people. And at least when done correctly. And that's valuable because communication is valuable, because any kind of interaction, meaningful human interaction is a thing of value. So that's what blogging is at its core. I don't think there's a point to... Oof, that could have been a goal. I don't think there's a point to blogging when it's all... Oh, we're playing Middlesbrough, by the way. I don't think there's a point to blogging if it's all about, trying to get rich blogging. That doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. Speaking of not a good strategy, how about that defense that just gave up a goal? Oh, I apologize. This is terrible. What's the point of being alive, Stan? Sorry, what's next?
What's the point of circumcision?
What's the point of circumcision? I mean, well, there's a religious reason. So there's that. Leroy Williamson. Not quite fast enough. So, I mean, aside from the religious reason, though, I mean, there have been some studies that, it slightly reduces the risk of urinary tract infections or whatever. It's pretty marginal. And the point of circumcision is mostly that people like their kids to look like them. And so people who have been circumcised usually circumcise their kids, and people who haven't been circumcised usually don't circumcise their kids. And as far as I can tell, that's about the only point. It is a bit of, genital mutilation, which is an odd thing to have these days. But, there are, like I said, if you're Jewish, there's a religious reason. And if you're not Jewish, then it's usually about aesthetics or your parents or whatever. Not a great pass there. That's a situation where you really need to clear, Ginger Rampage. Another situation where you need to clear. Okay. Apparently we committed a foul. This is just a disaster of a game. So, next question.
What's the point of daylight savings time?
What is the point of daylight savings time? That's a great question, and it turns out to be really difficult to answer. And I'll link in the doobly-doo to a video by my favorite new vlogger. I think his name's CPD Gray. I can never remember his username. It's not one of those easy to remember usernames, but he is fantastic. He made a video about daylight savings time that was super interesting. And the long and short of it was that it is not daylight savings time. The sort of justification of it was always that it saves money. It saves money because people spend more of their awake time doing daylight stuff, where the the sun is providing electricity, versus if we don't have daylight savings time, when people spend more of their time in the dark, more of their awake time in the dark, which is bad. Wow, off the post. We are just not having a good game at all. We're disorganized, we're not clearing, and I apologize to my family. There, I cleared it finally. The ball, John Green holds it up and then passes in the wrong direction. So that's the point. Whether that works is a different question. I will say, for many years here in Indianapolis, we did not have daylight savings time in the state of Indiana, and there was a funny reason for that, which is that farmers did not want to wake up earlier. They have to wake up at dawn, and they did not want to wake up an hour earlier. But of course, waking up at dawn is the exact same time. It's just a question of how you measure the time, which eventually someone was able to point out to the state legislature, and we adopted daylight savings time like everyone else except for Arizona. But again, it's not at all clear that daylight savings time is a good idea. It's just that it's a popular idea. Boy, we are just suffering today. I'm going to make some changes at halftime, unless it's already the second half. I haven't really kept track. Oh, no. What's next?
What's the point of eyebrows?
What is the point of eyebrows? I don't have a great answer for that question. I mean, I assume it keeps some of the forehead sweat out of the eyes. Yes, you should be asking yourselves questions, boys. You know, almost all of our players are now bald, Stan. We are increasing the number of bald players we have on a daily basis. It's because we are old and out of shape. Oh, disaster. All right, we're going to make some changes here. It probably doesn't matter very much, but I hate to lose, and we're already near the relegation zone, and basically the whole show is over if I go into, the whole show stops being fun to watch if we don't stay in the Premier League, Like, Leroy Williamson, you're going to come out. Not that you haven't had a great game, but you've had a terrible game. Also, let's be honest about why I play Leroy Williamson, who's a 65 skill level. I play him because I like him. It's a personal affection for him. Same with the reason I play Perry, by the way. That'll do for now. All right, so we're going to resume the match. What's the point of eyebrow? I guess they keep the sweat out of your eyes, and maybe occasionally some dust out of your eyes, but eyebrows seem pretty marginal to me, point-wise. In fact, a number of people live without them just fine. Next.
What's the point of Facebook?
What's the point of Facebook? Well, I mean, how else is Mark Zuckerberg ever going to get really rich? I mean, people get Facebook so that they can communicate with their friends. I don't really use Facebook in that way, so I don't really understand the point of Facebook myself. But lots of people seem to find it very valuable, and I'm not one to tell. Oh, if you heard that sound, it was the sound of my forehead hitting my microphone in shame and frustration. Stop celebrating. You're making me mad. All right. Oh, what's the point of being alive, Stan? What's the next one?
What's the point of getting married?
What's the point of getting married? Well, there's some tax breaks. That's not the central point, though. I mean, the point of getting married is that for people who are religious, it's a way of creating a sort of sacrality around your romantic relationship that I do think strengthens it. I don't think that it strengthens it for people who don't feel like it strengthens it, but for those of us who do, I think it works on that level. I also think that marriage, even when it's coming in the heels of a long-term relationship, I know that was a bad play. I should have passed back. I apologize. Come on. Do you really think that's what I wanted to do? Oh, I hurt some guy. I feel bad. It's certainly never my intention to hurt a player. But he seems to have gotten up and he's just fine. This is just a devastating result. That's the point of marriage. How are we already at M? Weren't we just at E and F? Getting married. Right. All right. What's H? What's the point of having kids? Well, I mean, if you value humans, and I do, we're almost definitely going to run out of them if none of us have kids. But a lot of people feel an urge to have children. They just want to have children. They just like kids. That's certainly how I felt. Some people want to, like, continue their genetic line or whatever. I did not feel that way. But, yeah, I don't know. They're cute and fun and a pleasure to hang out with. That was a very late tackle. I'm probably going to get in trouble for that one. That's going to be a yellow card. Nope, just a don't do that again. All right, what's next?
What's the point of iCloud?
What's the point of iCloud? Well, I don't know if you've noticed this, but your Apple devices do not work well together at all. Astonishingly poorly, in fact. And it is possible for you to download something on your iPhone and then not have it easily appear on your computer or on your iPad or whatever. iCloud will fix that problem by putting everything that you own in the cloud. The cloud, of course, is this this idea that it's not really a literal cloud, but, you know, it'll put it on servers on the internet. And then, is that impatience? I don't know, FIFA players. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, other than having lost the fighting spirit, which we definitely have. Look at Fitzhall. He's got nothing left. Just demoralized. No other word for it. There, played it into space. That's nice. And then I've been trying to score like this because you guys keep telling me it's possible. Ball John Green. All right, we've got 12 minutes to get a goal. We've got 12. Come on, that's right. Bring it back. Bring it back, guys. Let's go get the ball. No, Ball John Green, get up. We've got to score. Come on. Merrick, focus on, let's get results focused right now. We can get a point out of this. It's a great finish from Ball John Green. I'm proud of him, but we need to get a point out of this. That second goal we gave up is looming large. Ball John Green, he's strong. He's physical. He likes to pass. He took it. Oh, he did it! Ball John Green. He said he took the whole team on his back. You know what, you defenders of other John Green? Maybe you should pay attention to what just happened, which is that Ball John Green took us back from 2-0 down, a devastating result, and all of a sudden it's 2-2. So maybe you need to start paying attention to Ball John Green because he's a hero. Oh, what a great, fantastic comeback by the Swoodilypoopers. The only question that now remains is, can it somehow be turned into 3 points? I'm sorry, you're going to call that? That wasn't an adequate advantage that they had 47 seconds on the... Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I was calming down. Sorry, what's the next question? I got excited, Stan. I apologize.
What's the point of jury duty?
What's the point of jury duty? I mean, my editor is in jury duty right now, and it's really frustrating because there's a lot going on, and I'd like to be able to talk to her, and she's my friend, and I'm a little annoyed about the whole affair. However, the point of jury duty is that all of us could someday face prosecution for a crime that we did not commit, and we count upon our system, which in America means a jury of your peers. In the United States of America. Sorry, South Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, etc. Also, almost everyone has the same judicial system. We can't give up a goal now, and one size fits all ensures that we don't. There's some space there. You pass to the space. Ball John Green. He says, go, 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 go. You're strong. You're strong. Ah, not your best work. You needed a little more gumption on it. It looks like it's going to be a 2-2 tie, but you've got to say that's a fantastic comeback for the Swoodilypoopers. I couldn't be prouder. Jury duty ensures that everybody gets judged by a jury of their peers, which is good. Look at that. Yes, handshakes all around. That's a great 2-2 tie for the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers. We come back against Middlesbrough. They scored 2 goals by McDonald, and then Ball John Green took the team on his shoulders and single-handedly put 2 goals in the back of the net. I love you, Ball John Green. Thanks for watching. Please notice that I'm getting better. Help me continue to get better. Suggest things for me to talk about. Thanks for being awesome. Best wishes.